What's up, guys? No editing, because if we edit it, it just won't ever get uploaded. So I want to make a quick vlog because this is the best way to update lots of people at once on things that are going on, particularly because if you see confusion about this, you can link it and I can send it and post it to Patreon, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the purpose of the vlog channel is anymore. I have been working almost 15, it's almost always 15-hour days. It's usually closer to 18-hour days during the pandemic. That's not a flex, that's just the truth. It seems like that's what it takes for a small business to stay dynamic and afloat, especially since some clients in the toy industry are still utilizing our services, and we now have to do the work of not just what we used to do, but also we have to do the work of a reduced force. So we wind up taking on tasks that would have normally been handled internally, which is very flattering, but also pretty exhausting. In addition to that, the web store's been going very well. Let's just say that as an update. We're humbled and really, really grateful by the response to our Nexus Pro kit. Here is a sneak preview somewhere. I guess it isn't a sneak preview. Dang. Is it over here? I have no idea where it's hiding. If we run into it over the course of this video, I will let you guys know. I think about making vlogs all the time about like ethics in a small hobbyist space, but I never wind up doing that. The lighting in here is terrible. I haven't gotten a haircut since quarantine started. I feel like I look pretty rough, but today is really just about babying printers right now. So that's update number one. Update number one is for those of you that are ordering on Next Level Nerf that are into this Nexus kit, we've added a bunch of stuff onto the website to kind of let people know that the lead time is large, but we are desperately trying to catch up with the lead time. We were wholly and completely unprepared for the response to those parts. We're amazed by it, and it's a good problem to have, especially now, but it's like, what are we gonna do? So we're rushing desperately to catch up. I wanna show you what we've done there. We've installed a second printer bay. We have our usual print bay downstairs, and then we have a second printer bay with some printers. Then there's two more on the way right now, in addition to having some loaner printers in here. We're trying very hard to get some content out for the new Adventure Force blasters. We're lucky enough that we have the Spectrum here, and then behind it is the Sportsman, which is pretty cool. I think those are 25 and 19 respectively, but we haven't done anything with them. JJ, are you gonna take us? Are you gonna take us to go see the? Oh. Anyway, Jinx actually doesn't like that there's a second printer bay upstairs now, because that's very frustrating for her, because the noises drive her a little bit crazy. But we have a second printer bay going here. Like I said, we're adding 1 and 2 pretty soon. If you have any interest in getting your parts a little bit faster, we're about to run out of Vertigo Gray. When I said that they'd all be in Vertigo Gray, I thought that we'd be doing a dozen kits, not, you know, a dozen kits. So we're importing a bunch more Vertigo Gray. Luckily, we have a really good relationship with Filamentum, and they're helping us make that happen. And there goes another one. We're tackling. The other thing that I wanted to mention, and this is over in our, I can't even show you that. It's so embarrassing, the state of our shipping department. We've gotten a lot of stuff shipped out. There are a couple of blaster orders that we are working on. Again, most of the printers are just busy cranking out these parts, but things that were already in the pipes, we are trying to slowly get those into boxes and out to you guys. We're adding apparel to the website, not just like Stream Special Cacaw shirts. The original apparel should be on the website pretty soon. I want to do a Jinx themed piece of apparel, but she is yet to have her art realized. What else do we got? We have these guys going on, just to address a couple of things. The choo-choos really should be called Gura scars, but they're 2 parts. It's a scar. It is an FDM scar. If that's not what you're looking for, you can use any kind of tubing or any kind of scar with the choo-choo muzzle, but if you just want the choo-choo muzzle, I guess shoot me a message or something. I don't even know. Like, realistically, they're designed to be mated to one another, and if you want to tweak it or replace it all. The choo-choo scar, though, is compatible with like Worker and standard N-Strike barrels. So if you just want the aesthetic, that's easy to get. If you want the whole kit and caboodle, that's what we're selling on the website right now. The sights are assemble yourself just because it takes a while to tweak the fiber optics and get it exactly where you want it to be. We're talking about hiring somebody to assemble them, but again, that should be pretty clear in the listing. The grips are just the grips. They come with hardware and they're really nice grips. We're very happy with those. They do take a long time to print, but we have enough backlog that on Friday we should be able to ship like the first 20 orders. But we're realistically trying to pull about 3,000 hours of printing just out of thin air, and we're doing that as quickly as we can. So we're kind of struggling to keep up with that. In addition to that, we have to do content reviews, the regular operations of the business. We'll get to that in just a second. We are behind on Patreon patches. Some of you guys have noticed, some of you guys have mentioned that to me. A lot of that is COVID related, and it's not even explicitly our fault. It's that we couldn't get patches for a while because of COVID, because the only way that we can feasibly offer patches at the price point, which is like your pledge level, if you happen to be pledged for true fan support or higher, is to order them from China. China shut down for a couple of months. China's quality took a big deep dive in terms of like small batch orders like that. We're back on track. Not only are we getting more for the rest of the year, but the Versus and the Zombies patches should be going out. To the half dozen of you guys that are international and say that you haven't gotten your patches, a couple of those have been bounced back to me. Just send me a Patreon message. I will put them in a certified like actual packing envelope, and I will mail them to you with some sort of tracking. I want you guys to get what you paid for. That's more important to me than anything else. So we realistically don't make any money after we've shipped them that way, but we don't like have to make money on Patreon. As it's nice when it happens, but realistically that's so that we can make something cool and exclusive for you guys. The other thing that I wanted to mention, so that's Patreon patches should be getting back on track. Content, printers, just appreciate your patience in that regard. This is kind of like a weird business update. We're just wholly unprepared for how well Next Level Nerf is doing, and it's almost embarrassing how ill prepared we were for that. I put off making a web store for years, literally years, and now that it's happening, it's almost like, but don't let that stop you from putting an order in. We are catching up fast, and nothing would be worse than catching up to the capacity that the website is currently demanding and then it dropping off a cliff. That means that, you know, we invested in infrastructure to have it sit idle, and that would really stink. So we do really, really appreciate the support over there. Zuru's crazy package showed up. I don't know why they put it in a coil. No chain gun uses a coil like that. It doesn't make any sense. However, Jay, no, it's okay. It's just the mail. However, we're gonna throw our hand in that ring for the X-Shot Challenge, mostly because it would stink to watch a non-nerfer win it. If I can't, I'd like to put a sincere effort in, and I'd like to take it down myself, but if it can't be me, I'd really hope that it would be somebody like Bobololo, or does Beret get the packages yet? I hope he does. If he doesn't, I'm gonna mention, I'm putting Dr. Flux and Beret's name out there to Zuru the next time I speak to them in a formal capacity, because I think that they're just both tremendous and would be good assets. Certainly way better than like your old gun versus gun goofball or whatever. I still don't know what's going on there. So there's that and that and that. Apparel coming soon. Web store. Pardon our progress. Yada yada yada. Jinx, can you think of anything else? Where'd you go? Can you think of anything else we need to tell the vlog channel? What do you think? No? Nothing? Nothing? Alright. There was one more important thing, and I can't remember. I should make more of these, more updates. Oh! I remembered what it was! If you happen to be in the Atlanta area, and you happen to be 3D printer savvy, that's the big thing. Like, you have to at least have a decent understanding on how to generate G-code and how to instance and then possibly troubleshoot printers. We could use some help. So it looks like, as crazy as this is, since we just hired a full-time senior designer, we are looking for another employee. So if you know anybody in Atlanta who would like some work, I guess applications will be taken through my usual email, which is aethernotinc@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media. It's not a normal job, so it doesn't need a normal job posting. But that covers it. We're very blessed. We're very lucky. We're very happy to be where we are, especially in a time when so many people are struggling to figure out what the next step is. It's nice that we know what the next step looks like. It's just scary and exciting all at the same time. But if it gets any worse, we're probably going to have to clear out another room. We're probably going to have to run dedicated power to my house. God, I don't want to run dedicated power. I don't even know.